This is FBTV. How you doing? My name is Mike. I'm your host. Today on FBTV, everyone's favorite subject, making a sales call. Yes, friends, today we're going to be talking about making a sales call. We've talked about that before, but today we're going to go into more detail. Now, it should be illegal to have this much fun, and in some countries, it is. Okay, before we get into that, let's talk about business. Here's some business right here. The Freight Broker TV official 11-ounce coffee mug in 2 flavors. You have your Colombian. I don't even know where that came from. You have a black and white one and a solid white one. Okay, go to our website if you want to check it out. Hey, they're really quality mugs. Okay, you can order them right from the Freight Broker TV website. They will come to you. Order one for you, your friend, your co-workers. Christmas. Gotta have the FBTV merchandise. You know, it's ambidextrous. FBTV, no matter what hand you're holding it in, your FBTV pride will shine forth. Okay, let's talk about sales call for a minute before I get too whacked out. Maybe the holidays have got me. You know, we're right there knocking on the door. I'm looking forward to Turkey Day. I shouldn't. Turkey Day, does this happen to you? Holidays always come around right around the time you start losing a little bit of weight and you're feeling good, and then here it is, holiday, all that stuff, all that food. You can't help yourself. You eat. And it's this way until after the first of the year. And then after the first of the year, you're so miserable. Now you got to start all over again. And you have visions of pre-Thanksgiving from the previous year when you were on track. You were losing weight. You were going the right direction. You felt good. You reckon that's how New Year's resolutions got started? I'm not going to eat any more after the first of the year. Okay, I'm going to have this slice, but no more till after the first of the year. Or at the first of the year, I'm going, you get the idea. Okay, more on sales calls. That seems to be a popular subject. Matter of fact, I was talking to a fellow the other day, and he was telling me the way he made his sales calls. And in my humble opinion, it was just too much blah, 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 blah. Okay, you got to remember who you're talking to here. Most of the people you're going to be talking to when you're making a sales call as a freight broker are going to be the people that are out in that warehouse. Matter of fact, they're jumping on that forklift and they're loading trucks. They just have the added responsibility of finding trucks to move their loads. So let's think like that. These people, yes, occasionally you'll find somebody that's in the glass tower, you know, totally corporate and everything that goes along with corporate, but more times than not, assume you're talking to somebody that gets their hands dirty. Okay? They don't have time for all this blah, 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 blah. Man, they want to get straight to the point. You know, hey, if you can help me, I want you to help me. Send me your stuff, and I'll work with you. Okay, we'll see if you can help me. You've got to get your foot in the door. But it starts with that first initial sales call. Okay? Honestly, the shipper 9 times out of 10 doesn't care that you're in the 84 Pennsylvania office of your brokerage company, which is based in Dallas, Texas, with branch offices all over. They don't care about that. They're dealing with you one-on-one. So play to them, work with them, talk to them. You know, when I do training sessions with my clients, I'm always telling them over and over again, practice your pitch. I mean, you're laying there at night in bed. Instead of counting sheep, practice your pitch. Okay, practice it over and over and over and over and over. You're driving down the road, practice your pitch. You're walking around pushing the grocery cart at the grocery store, practice your pitch. The more you practice, the more it becomes part of you, and the more it sounds like you having a conversation with that potential customer. Instead of talking at them, you're talking with them. You're having a conversation. See what I mean? They will appreciate that. They will respond. Now, I can't stress this enough. When you close, okay, and we've talked about this in previous videos, when you close, don't say a word. Shh. Wait for them to respond. They will. And I tell everybody this, 5 seconds, going to feel like 5 minutes. But if you say something before they have a chance to respond, you're going to mess up the whole dynamics of that sales call. You're going to have to find a way to start over, and you probably won't be successful. Want to keep this in mind too. You don't want to be memorable during your sales call. As a salesperson, you've always got to be putting yourself in the other person's shoes. And in this case, the shipper, the one you're trying to get to use your broker services. They're on that phone hundreds of times a day, just like you are. They're talking to truck drivers. They're talking to brokers. They're talking to dispatchers. They're talking to their salespeople. They're talking to their customers. I mean, it's nonstop. Don't stand out. Okay. If they say no, let their no be no. Call them back in a couple of weeks or whatever. You know, you can go back and watch other videos I've got up here, and it really goes into more detail about that. Actually, the first week of every new month is when I pulled out my prospect list and started calling everybody back that said no previously, and I had a lot of success doing that. Now, you've got some customers. Maybe you've been moving some loads. Coffee just tastes better out of the Freight Broker TV coffee mug. My name is Michael with FBTV, and I approve this announcement. Okay, back to what we're talking about, the subject at hand. You've got a customer, you've been moving loads. Okay, maybe your customer, what they're producing and what you're shipping is some type of a widget that goes in somebody else's product. See what I mean? Essentially, every customer of your customer, every load that you're getting a truck to deliver to your customer's customer is a potential shipper. And the reason is they're taking your customer's product, putting it in their product. Well, they got customers. They're going to be shipping that product. Contact them. Now, the way I always did this, I would call my customer. Hey, Jim, you know, I know we're shipping down there, and we take a lot of loads down there to XYZ down there in Birmingham. And I know they're taking your product and putting it in their product. And I just want to check with you, give you a heads up, see if it'd be okay if I approach them, see if I could help them with their loads, because you know they have loads. Now, I'm doing this, it sounds like as a courtesy to my customer. In reality, I'm hoping my customer will give me some inside information about their customer. More times than not, they will. They may come back, oh, yeah, go ahead and call them. When you talk to Betty, that's who you want to talk to down there. Ask her about her chocolate chip cookies. There's your in. You know, hey, Betty, Bob up there, he told me to call you and inquire about your chocolate chip cookies. It will always get a laugh. Boom, the door's open. And now you can just approach and probably get in pretty easily with that customer as one of their brokers, helping them move their loads. All kinds of ways to improve your customer base, to add to it, to improve your sales calls. But one thing, practice. And I can't say this enough. If you're not making sales calls, you're not getting customers. Bottom line, you've got to make the calls. Think you have enough customers? You don't. I'll tell you right now, you don't. $9 million question I always get. Well, what do I do when I get too many customers? Seriously, that's not a problem. If you get too many customers, it's time to hire people. Okay, that's going to wrap it up today. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get up there to 100 subscribers. When we get up there to 100, we're going to start having contests valued. Well, the prizes are valued anywhere as from $15 all the way up to right now $700. If you haven't checked out our podcast, do that. Find it on your favorite podcast app, Freight Broker TV. You get our website, freightbrokertv.com. If you got questions, you can add your questions down below the YouTube video on our website, whatever. But that's that. Okay, talk to you soon. Have a great day, unless, of course, you've made other plans. And if you have, what were you thinking?